He and Engels matched their words with deeds and began to coordinate a network of communists across Europe from their base in Brussels. But they didn't stop theorising. As ever, Marx was determined to solve big problems with big ideas and with the power of the written word.
Marx and Engels are working furiously together here. What's the quantum shift in their thinking?
The quantum shift is they now see that it's economic organisations and the way they change throughout history, that's what drives history forward, that's the motor. And they see the way society organises itself economically changing according to new technological developments. And they trace movements from a very early cooperative, as they see it, cooperative society in which people live in a communal fashion, through slave-owning societies on into medieval feudalism with aristocratic landowners and their serfs, and then the Industrial Revolution and the birth of capitalism.
So this is history as they see it. What's the issue here? I mean, what's the problem with this?
Well, the problem is that for most of human history, there have been haves and have-nots, and that most humans have lost out to the people who own the property and who own the means of production. And he thinks the problem is getting even worse under capitalism.
I mean, so economics is important, class is also very important to them both at this time, isn't it?
Oh, well, hugely. They see capitalism necessarily leading to antagonisms between particularly the bourgeois capitalist property-owning class and the proletariat who sell their labour, because he says capitalism is intrinsically exploitative. And more than this, he thinks that law, religion, politics, culture, the arts generally, they're all there to keep the ruling classes in power and in place. They are a superstructure, an ideology to maintain the status quo. And he thinks that part of his job is to strip the mask away so people can see that they've been had.
Marx believed that capitalism contained the seeds of its own destruction. All that he had to do was to awaken what he called the proletariat, the working classes of industrial society, to their revolutionary role, to bring about communism, the final stage of history when all class divisions would be eradicated.